Abyss? I'm sure it was,
Shadow
like 100
low.
times. Yeah, exactly. Young and Beautiful are on the offense this time, and they are in the crispy clean white skins, as they are the away team. And Team Gigantti are being a higher seed. They are the home team, and they will be on the defense first.
And they will. We'll have to see what they're going to be up to here. I imagine Davin is going to be sticking on this Widowmaker, because Widowmaker can be incredibly safe here on Temple of Anubis, because the point is surrounded by 3 separate high grounds, 2 of which are your main grapple points that you can see on your left here. That's where Widow will usually begin their sort of their overview of the game, because it gives you a great sightline down towards that archway, which is the main point of ingress for any attacking team. And you can also move over to the left onto that other high ground to try and get an angle should they move through that what's currently on your right, the tunnel there, move over to a mega health pack and try and use that as a base of operations to move onto a high ground defense.
Well, double sniper with double dive tanks for Team Gigantti on the defense. And this is the thing. Thank you, Master. I've got my eye on you too. Don't worry, we're looking straight at you. And Gigantti, you can see how they're positioning here. At least Cloud and RCK are behind cover, and their Shadow is going to get defense matrixed out the gate, so he gets a bit of free fire. Even RCK actually throwing the micro missiles out to get a little bit of charge. But Drak is actually going on to kind of a nice hero of himself also. He's jumping onto that Genji and KSP on the hit scan hero on Tracer.
Full dive or thereabouts. No Lucio in sight, but they're pretty quick to move anyway. KSP's gone all the way back to spawn, in fact, blinking in retreat so that he can move over to try and challenge out Davin, Widow versus Widow. Right now, Team Gigantti, they're huddling up. They're trying to make sure that if Young and Beautiful dive into them, they've got to worry about so many different angles of attack coming through. Track scouting out, and you can see that Ben Best down there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. He's a bit of a creepy boy. I didn't know Gorillas had yet invented stealth, but they are evolving very quickly.
He's just crawling on the ground. Oh, Davin, don't want to shoot into that. Track using that deflect fairly early. He's going to get spotted out here, as he did have a Discord orb on him, meaning Zernieta can see him. They are going to jump onto the point here, and you can see Young and Beautiful already securing a tick. Exrat in a lot of trouble. Main target for Team Gigantti, more often than not this time around, and last time around as well. Davin on the low ground now. Almost gave up 2 ticks, but with Exrat falling, they've got very limited heals. Master almost goes down as well, but Ben Best is going to get punished for being a rather creepy monkey, and they are going to be able to reconvene on the point, as Danny's mech is going to go down as well.
Track went in. Ooh, okay. KSP taking out Davin, but I imagine there is potential there for a res. Master's there, and there it is. Davin is back in the fight. So Team Gigantti will be at full strength here for their defense. Young and Beautiful did, however, not walk away without anything gained. They've given themselves a tick, and KSP almost has those infrasites ready to go. When those infrasites are up, Track can be a lot more educated as to where he wants to dash to place his blade.
Danny taking a fair bit of damage in the front line. That's going to be careful. RCK is waiting in the wings. Got those micro missiles at the go. We do have an RCK bomb as well. It's available. That self-destruct from the Diva is known to cause quite a travesty for Young and Beautiful over the last couple of maps. And now Track has got that blade. Very true. Master is going extremely low. He's going to have to be very careful. There come the Dragons coming out from Team Gigantti. And it's actually going to find 2 members here. Gustav and Exarath just corralled into the Dragon Strike, just meaning a quick reset for Young and Beautiful.
Yeah, you're not going to do that without your supports. Both Gustav and Exarath falling mean that Young and Beautiful are going to bleed even more time. Half of their time bank has already elapsed, Jaws. They have 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining. They have had a little bit of capture percentage, but didn't quite get that second tick. So they still got to get 2 if they want to complete this first point and move on to point B. But Team Gigantti, they have a fair amount of ultimates ready to go, including both support ultimates, and Gustav already being down is not what they wanted.
There's the blade from Track, but instant Transcendence coming out from Ripper. Gustav already falling here. Track couldn't even get damage boosted on the way in, with Ben Best going to go down as well. Shadow, clean and easy pickings. You are not prepared. Sprays the skin on the wall as well for a few style points. He's definitely a Demon Hunter main, I can tell you right now. Holt, oh yeah, you don't play Warcraft?
No, but I play Demon Hunter and Diablo though.
Completely different, unfortunately. Illa Dave.
Well, right now Shadow's reminding me of Demon Hunter from Diablo.
Oh, yeah. How nimble he is, that's fair enough. I mean, she uses a crossbow, right? I mean, it's kind of close to a bow. Davin is going to activate those info sights and going to lead everybody from Young and Beautiful to kind of cower in fear at the moment.
Have to say, oh, cower in fear, KSP, Davin giving him a bit of schooling right there, and now Shadow can try and use his lunge to get away from this rampaging monkey. Track still here, but yet to get any kills.
Danny actually took his own mech out there, used those micro missiles. They do splash damage back to yourself, so you're going to have to be a little bit more careful than that. KSP is going to get up, RCK launches the bomb in and sacrifices not only Danny, but Exarath to the Gigantti kill feed. That will be LH Cloudy saying how Gustav as well. 30 seconds remain, Young and Beautiful. They've got 1 more push.
Well, they did manage to get some more time time on the point, but they didn't make 60.3% any bigger than it was before. Davin's up here trying to make sure anyone moving forward is moving into some very deadly crosshairs. Track has the blade ready to go. Ripper is still 15% away from that Transcendence that he's going to be using as the main tool to try and mitigate this. He's growing ever closer. Track's window is closing.
Davin is still got his eyes on the supports. Gustav is going to go down. Emphasize being activated now. They know exactly where everybody is. It's all on Track now, but he hasn't got a lot of healing. Only an inch of health left. He's still got that blade. There it comes, finally being drawn, but instantly met once again by Ripper's Transcendence. LH Cloudy gives him the shock treatment as well, and Davin just cleans up the rest of Young and Beautiful. This is their tournament life on the line. Team Gigantti managed to full hold.
Team Gigantti looking absolutely dominant on yet another map pick of Young and Beautiful. And now, 60.4% of Temple of Anubis Point A stand between Team Gigantti and the semi-finals, and a chance to once again reach for that glory they missed out on just a few months ago against British Hurricane.
It's their time to attack now. Are they just going to go straight dive? Double sniper seems like the order, the tall order for them. Young and Beautiful, they got tall order. However, on the defense, we've seen a lot of Ben Best running this Orisa on Anubis. Protecting the supports is going to have to be priority. You can see where Gigantti want to focus, and it's Exarath.
Track once more, showing us the Junkrat. On the defense, the second time around of King's Row, we saw him using that against RCK's Diva mech to great effect. He was able to quickly build up towards that Riptide, but the fight was over before he could get it. Here, he's going to be in a position where he can try and spam down into a very tight choke point, where he's going to be able to build up towards that Riptide much faster and hope that Team Gigantti won't be able to deal with that at all. But Team Gigantti, if I know them, I imagine they're just going to have Cloudy go on Ryan. He's going to go on point and he's going to say, Young and Beautiful, hey, look at me. I've got a big hammer and I've got an M1. If you want to come down here and wrestle with me for the point, you are more than welcome to do so.
I'm Ryan, look at me. That's exactly what he's going to be screaming.
Ryan.
Look at me. Unfortunately,
Young and Beautiful winning, Jaws? Oh, they're trying.
They're trying. They're trying. Gigantti are on the offense. Young and Beautiful on the defense. Now we are seeing the exact same thing we've seen from Young and Beautiful more often than not. They've got the shield from Ben Best on that Orisa, and Danny's jumping over to that Diva also. A speciality hero for him, we called it in Season 1 how he's a very aggressive Diva player, was more often than not put himself in danger. However, he's transformed, he has transcended into a Diva that very much does protect his backline, and that's the backline he's going to have to do. Gustav and Exarath were just under so much punishment from Gigantti last time. Yeah,
Danny needs to grow up from the Diva and instead be Daniel himself. KSP is going to be making sure that Shadow isn't going to be there for that first push, though. Going to be a quick respawn, won't be long to walk back to where he was, and you can see that Cloudy's back. He's going to be moving forward so that he can escort Shadow through with that shield. They don't want to take this risk again. It's just going to be slow going here. You've got to stay inside that shield, buddy. Be disciplined. You know exactly that's what Sata's telling them. Just be disciplined. Don't take any risks here. You are just 60.4% away from the semi-finals.
The 1-2-3, Shadow at the helm on the Hanzo. Track has got 40% on that Riptide already, however, and KSP is moving towards those Infocytes rather fast as well. That tire is going to be very impactful, and in fact, Davin switching over now to another sniper in Widowmaker, so a 2-2-2 with double snipers is going to be the plan right now for Team Gigantti. Shadow's trying to get some early pickoffs here, early shots onto Ben Best. Fresh shield, remember, as well, so he's going to have to be very careful. There's an incoming hail of arrows. There's the tire we were talking about, but RCK is going to take it out. That high impact, high damage ultimate's already dead.
Let's talk win conditions here. Team Gigantti just need to get one good combo. They need the Graviton Surge, they need the Dragon Strike, and RCK is building up towards it with record speed. Ben Best is taking some damage and he can farm off of Danny as well. Cloudy's moving forward into the shield of Ben Best. The pressure is being applied.
Massa activates Soul, almost goes down. KSG tries to find his head, but Davin was quicker on the click. They are going to move forward onto the point. Danny going extremely low, and they're already building up time. RCK takes out Ben Best. It is only a matter of time now. Davin finds the mech of Danny. He was the lone Diva on the point, and now is Exarath. He's the last one to go down this time around.
No.
A grab for himself. Oh, so greedy is Dominic Master, but Team Gigantti 3-0ing Young and Beautiful. We'll see you in the semi-finals.
A dominant showing from the Finnish side with their token, Romanian, in Shadow. And they will be moving forward to our semi-finals now. 3-0. They move ever closer to claiming that title that they lost out on last season.
It's hard to pick out an MVP on that lineup, or in all honesty, every moment, every player has a pop-off moment. We saw Davin taking on KSP, who's so prolific on the Widowmaker. Shadow popping off as always on the Hanzo. Even RCK finding a couple of man bombs as well. Young and Beautiful, this is where their train ends and they're going to have to depart. Exam failed, unfortunately, for Ben Best, but it has been a revitalized squad. Ben Best looking so much stronger, and Danny as well. Their tank line looks so much better than they did in Season 1.
And not only that, because they made it to our playoffs in our top 8 of the 12 teams which came to Contender Season 2, they will be back for Season 3, so we can see their improvement thereafter.
Well, with that, we'll see Gigantti for tomorrow's games. We're going to jump over to the desk, and they're going to break down the rest of the series.